Hi guys, it's Jessica here. Happy New Year. It's New Year's Eve here right now, and I have the weekend off, so it's very nice. It's been a very busy week. Ended up doing a lot of extra work in between Christmas here this week, so very tired out. But I was supposed to have a day off to do a bunch of errands and get some things done, and I ended up going in and doing an emergency surgery, and it was very long, and it was successful, but it was very long, and I was exhausted, and I accomplished nothing. So I am behind on every single thing I'm supposed to be doing, and I'm just letting myself be okay with that things aren't done. The important things are. So but I did have a lot of things that I wanted to show you guys and talk to you guys about. I got some really amazing gifts from friends in the dolly hobby, and I'm talking about like the thoughtfulness that just really very nice. So I'll show the stuff and talk about things, but I opened up two wonderful packages Christmas Eve, and like it just really, it made the whole weekend for me. Because, you know, family's great, you know, and but you know, the dolly hobby is something that's very niche, I guess, but it really made my Christmas. So the package, I got two packages, and her username on Instagram is Koisuro Marionette. I hope I'm saying that right. But she is, I know her mostly on Instagram. I know she has Flickr and Den of Angels and things too, but that's how I know her and communicate with her. But she sent me a package. I had bought a pair of Delph leash hands from her that were going to go on Delphine's body because she has the broken finger. I've decided I want to keep her with the broken finger. It's going to be part of her story, but it's nice to have these extra Delph hands. They're really beautiful. And I actually didn't get them out, but they're the leash hands that they have, like the little pinky that comes up. They're super cute. But she sent me that, and the box came, and it was really big box. Much bigger box than would be needed for a pair of Delph hands. And she had included a really amazing gift, and he's right over here. You can see him. The sun is kind of coming in over here. Let's see. There we go. So he is there we go, that's a little better. He is a Delph sleeping, am I going to say this right? It's Y-D-E-R. I don't know if you pronounce that Yedder, or, so he's really gorgeous, and eventually I do want to get him a face-up. I don't know if I do want to do like a light modification so that he has like half opened eyes. I'm not brave enough at this point in my dolly career to do something like that myself. There, that's much better. You can see him. But I love his lips. And I love like the delicate, like I don't know, I wouldn't want to miss this. See how the eyelid, how it's got that little bit of a line on it. I just really think they're really beautiful. But so she sent that, and I was just blown away. Like what a kind and thoughtful gift. And there were some other things that I'm really excited to work with. Can you stay there, buddy? She sent these fabrics, which are so pretty. These like, I love this one. Look how shiny that is. So these were fabrics that because she sold me Delphina's Head, which is a Lutz Jury 2006 with mods by Angel Toast, and she had kind of like maybe a unicorn theme going for her, and these were the fabrics that so she was going to make stuff out of these. And I still think, because I love the blue wig, and that's part of her character, she's keeping that. But these, look at this one, is like sparkly. It's like a white, slightly, to me it looks like it has a slightly gray or blue tinge to it, but it's sparkly. And I don't know the names, like this is a sheer fabric, but it has a little bit of sparkle to it somehow. Oh, it's so pretty. Like the texture of these fabrics and the colors are just, look at this one. Look at how the colors, and look at that. It looks really dark on the screen. It's a little bit lighter in life, but look at the color variation and the shininess. So very excited to work with those fabrics and make some things for Delfina out of that, because those are the color schemes that I like for her. Where are the little antlers at? Oh, here they are. So these are like a, I think they're made out of like a light, they're kind of like almost like a vinyl maybe. They're very big, but my thought was that maybe what I would do was that I would attach them like this together and then on top of a headband, and then maybe cover this part with like flowers or some other decorative element. So obviously it would be for an SD doll, but I do have some ideas for, because I don't think it would be very practical to put them up like that. They just wouldn't be stable, but that would work pretty good. So, but thank you. Just some wonderful, wonderful things. And then the other really, really amazing, this was a gift package out of the blue, like just a complete surprise. Grievous Girl sent this package and it arrived on Christmas Eve as well. And she sent me some really nice things. So here is Alicia, and she's claimed this outfit straight away. This is a doll heart outfit that that Grievous Girl had picked out for a doll that I think she ended up selling her, but it's like a 1920s style fashion with like a flapper dress. It has like a little hair thing too that it's like a hat, I guess I would say. It's like a headband hat thing, but with a feather, and that's in the box because I was afraid it would fall and get lost. But it fits the Soul Doll body. She's on the Soul Doll Kid body, the N, L, and H. I always get it mixed up. But it fits her perfectly. It just fits her really good. And it has given me some ideas, character ideas wise, for Alicia and her brother Elijah, who is sitting over there, the little cutie pie. But I did have, I should have got it out for this, it's a little headband with the feather, because I had an idea that her and her brother are in 1920s, probably East Coast America, and they're basically trying to hide, and like the feather is glamored to hide her horn was kind of some ideas that I had, but I kind of have some ideas and story ideas of Alicia and her brother meeting up with Seamus and Lark, who are in the same time during this. So just, it's amazing how like these little props and things, outfits can just like spark a whole idea, and it just kind of goes on from there. So that's really nice when that happens. But thank you so much. I'm just, yeah, Alicia is so beautiful in this outfit. It really matches her colors well, and really has sparked a lot of story ideas. So she also sent, let's see, where did it go? Let me grab her. So Wynn is wearing these cute little, they're Blythe boots, but Wynn stole them immediately. They fit her really good. I think she's so cute. I need to make her a little skirt that goes with her little corset, because she doesn't have any panties on or nothing. But she's a pixie. She doesn't need to wear pants. But she needs these boots. I think they're super adorable on her. Okay, one more thing that I really wanted to show you that she sent because I really love it. Okay, so here's Herla. And this is an alpaca wig that needed a little bit of repair work. She sent it with the idea that maybe I could use it to harvest fibers, like for a beard for Gehern. But I fixed it up a little bit because it's not perfect, but I put it on Herla just to kind of, you know, I was just like, oh, let's see how she looks in that, and it was like, you know, that's not coming off. This is perfect for Herla. The color and the length, it's a dark brown. I mean, it's almost black alpaca fiber, but it's a dark brown, and that's what I, you know, hair color wise, as her doll. Whenever I've drawn her, her hair's always been, it's black. But as her doll form, I really like dark brown on her the best. But I think she just looks so pretty in this. So yes, she's keeping it. She's keeping it. But thank you so much, hon. Thank you, both of you. And I have just gotten so many nice and thoughtful packages and gifts from people through the year, and I just have so much gratitude. And it's, you know, in some ways it's a little overwhelming, like it's just so it's so nice, and it's hard to know like how to respond, but I'm just grateful, extremely grateful. And the idea of paying it forward. Every interaction that I have, if there's something extra nice that I can do, that I'm able to do, that's within my abilities, I try to take advantage of those situations. So, because I have so much gratitude for the kindness and generosity that people have shown me, and just their friendship too. You know, people taking the time to talk to me. And I always feel I'm not very good at keeping up with correspondence, and it's something that makes me feel guilty and bad that I'm not better at it. And it's not that I don't want to talk to people. A lot of times it's fatigue, like just too tired. I think I'm better at talking. Like on the camera and stuff, I can do that a little better. Doing a lot of typing on the computer or on my phone, it does, well, everything fatigues me. Everything does. But sometimes I'm just not able to do that as much as I would like, which makes me sad, because there's just a lot of really amazing people that I wish I could spend more time talking with. So if any time I didn't seem as communicative as maybe should have been or would have hoped to been, please know it's never you. It's usually just because I'm extremely tired, but sometimes I'm like at work or something too. But you know, I appreciate any and all communications, and offers friendship is great. So all right, so what are we going to do for the rest of this video? I do have some things to show you. We'll see how long this video gets. Is it still, oh, I'm at I'm at 15 minutes, 14 minutes. I did want to talk about some things that I've been working on. Let's see how far we get. Let's see. You want to sit down here, Herla? Great girl. I got lots of really nice, thoughtful gifts for Christmas this year, which is nice, is super nice. My mother-in-law got me a sewing foot for my new sewing machine. It's to sew pin tucks, and I haven't got to do any sewing. I haven't done anything this week, but I'm really excited to try it because pin tucks are very laborious. So I'm interested to see how that works and to experiment with that. And my husband really surprised me. He got me, I just didn't expect, I mean, it was something that I kind of put on my list, just kind of not thinking that it was just like I put it on there, and I never thought that anybody would actually get it for me. These are the Chameleon markers. This is the full set of Chameleon markers, and I haven't even got to try these yet. I mean, this week has just been so busy, but they are the ones that you can color like a gradient. I think they have like it's cool how they work. They like inject not alcohol. It's probably acetone. I think it's acetone. So it, as you color it, it gets darker. They're, if you've seen the videos, you can get a lot of, so instead of buying 12, 5 different shades of green to get the shading to go into a nice gradation, you can do it with far less markers with the system. So that's the theory anyways, but I am just like, I love working with markers. I love coloring with markers. So I'm so excited for this gift. Like I have a rockin' marker collection now, so I'm pretty happy about that. And he also got me a little journal, which I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. Look at this journal. It's got this like magnetic cover. So I haven't got to write or experiment on the paper, so I am interested to see if maybe it can take some watercolor and things. We'll see. I mean, it's got lined paper, so I'll probably start using this for a lot of character stuff and story stuff. Fun Christmas stuff. Very fun Christmas stuff. Okay, let's see here. So the one thing that I did craft-wise, I worked on a wig, an alpaca wig. So this is Caribou Woman. She is my Merry Doll Round Olathe. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. I've heard it pronounced a few different ways. Isn't there Olathe, Kansas? I think there's a city named after Olathe, which is a Native American word, and I forget the tribe, which is terrible. I hate to just be like generic, like Native American. There's so many tribes, but I think it means something like beautiful, something like that. But so I really like that she used that name for this doll, the sculpt. But anyway, so my alpaca wig that I was working on for her, this is where we are so far. It is not complete. This is a work in progress. I didn't think I had enough fiber to do a full wig. I thought that I wasn't going to have enough, but so my idea was that I was going to do a half-shaven wig. Her wig cap is made out of a very dark, thick nylon that I had, and I cut up for that, and I used latex. Where did the latex go? So I got, this was the only like latex that I could find that didn't cost like $75 on the internet. It was still kind of spendy for this little bottle. It was like $8, but the shipping was $8, so it was like $18, something like that, when it was all said and done. But it's not like, I don't think you use a ton of this. And I pour little bits at a time into a little porcelain watercolor dish. And so I made the head cap out of that. I painted the head cap with that, you know, instead of using Mod Podge, which is what I've used in the past, because the idea is that that this would be waterproof. If I wanted to wash it, I'd be able to, because it's not going to dissolve the glue. It's water resistant. So I'm not finished. I ended up having a lot more fiber than I thought, because I wanted this, I didn't want this to be a big poofy wig. I wanted it to lay very nicely. And I think that I have enough fiber that I could fill this in if I wanted to. So I just haven't got to work on it. I started to flock this, but I just, I don't know. I haven't decided what I want to do with it, and a lot of it's just not having time to work on it either. So I might fill it in. I don't know. But I did have a little tiny bit of this fuchsia dyed alpaca fiber, so I gave her a few strands of that. But I'm really happy with how things are going and how she looks. I want an alpaca because the fiber is so expensive, which I definitely understand. You know, you've got to feed and maintain the animal, you've got to take care of their fiber. I'm sure there's probably a lot of brushing involved to keep the fiber nice. I know it takes like a year to grow an adequate pelt for shearing. A fleece, I don't know if they call it a fleece in alpacas. I know they do in sheep, but they shear the animal, so it's not hurting the animal. They don't skin them. They shear them, and it's like a haircut basically. So, so I've been trying to talk friends who keep horses and goats and livestock, and I've been trying to talk them into keeping an alpaca. I don't know how much salvageable fiber you'd be able to get from those alpacas unless they were willing to do a lot of grooming. So but I really am liking, like, I've got this wig from Gravis Girl that I put on Herla, and then, you know, this is incomplete, but just even how, like, you can see just how it lays. I really like it. And I think this was my first time trying to make an actual alpaca wig. Yeah, I'm trying to think, because I used Teeswater wool before, which was very poofy. I made some fur wigs, faux fur wigs. So I don't know, wig making is still just very like to me, like, is this gonna work? What am I doing? I just feel very uncertain, and the materials are so like expensive. It's kind of, it intimidates me a lot. But the results have really encouraged me that I want to do more, that I'd like to work on it some more. It's very expensive to commission people, for good reason. I mean, it's a lot of work, but I don't think, like, I don't want to commission people and pay that amount of money for a glued wig. I will only, if they're sewn wigs, like Tiffy BJD Crafts, she makes some really nice BJD wigs out of human hair. She gets virgin human hair and styles some really beautiful wigs. So someday I want to commission and get one of hers. But I mean, I won't, maybe if it was done with latex like this, I want to be able to wash it. I want to be able to get it to wet. I want to be able to style it without worrying that the glue is going to dissolve, basically. So, I'd be a lot pickier about anything I purchased. So cost-wise, I think I'm just gonna have to make these things myself. And like I said, I'm encouraged by the results so far, so we'll see, maybe there'll be some more wigs being made. But still, somebody needs to get an alpaca. Somebody needs to get an alpaca. I think... what else did I have on my list? We're at 25 minutes. Well, we're just gonna talk and talk and talk. That's okay. This is Pepsi and Dolly's. Okay. Oh, I did get some. I don't think I showed this little outfit that I had worked for Cernunnos. Let me grab him. Grab him. There's no grabbing him. He's a big, heavy doll. So I made him a hat, which I had to make the pattern size bigger to fit him. Oh my goodness. Let me hold him up. So I made him this outfit or changed it up because I finally, okay, let me hold him up. He's 12 pounds. He's not light. These boots, okay? Blue Blood Dolls is a US based, they're kind of like a dealer, they're a shop, but they sell in-stock stuff. So I think everything on their website, unless stated otherwise, is in stock. So this was the last pair of these boots, and they fit Cernunnos. I got them with the idea, I got these for my Veneto and my Dolce, so Emergen and Gehern, and they do fit them. They are a little bit big, a little bigger than I would kind of like, but they fit Cernunnos. So I'm hoping that they will get some more in stock because they have these. They had several, like 3 different ones, and they're sold out, I think. And I wanted to get these in brown, but they only had black left. So, yay! Found a source to potentially get more shoes. I have had Cernunnos for almost a year and a half now, and so many attempts at finding him shoes. So very, very happy about this. Let me hold him up, because the big thing that I did is I actually made him a pair of basically leggings, which is something I wasn't able to do before because my machine couldn't handle basically sewing knit. So they're simple, but I did make him some tights, and he's wearing a get him to stand up. He's wearing a what is it? Eiffel House. Pants are falling down, buddy. He's wearing an Eiffel House shirt. What crack show him? We show anything indecent? I did like suture. I sewed like a fake fly on it, but he's wearing an Eiffel House shirt, which is a little bit on the grandiose scale for him. I would prefer something maybe a little less ruffly, like the ruffles in the front here. But it is literally the only shirt I have that fits him. This was a corset that I made almost a year ago, because I made it at the first part of the year, 2016. And I could do much better now because this was all hand sewn because my machine couldn't handle sewing leather. So I want to remake him a man corset now that I have better sewing capabilities for him. But he's wearing Funny Lori, her BJD or her Etsy is Unstrung Hero. And that's where I got his fur wig from, and I just absolutely love it on him. So I'm so excited to finally have shoes for him. So I found a pattern for making a BJD like jacket and vest, and I downloaded and was looking at it, and it's in, I didn't know it when I bought it. It's only $2, so not that big a deal, but it's in Japanese. So I might fool with that this weekend and see how far I get. But the last time I did that, I was very, very frustrated. So we'll see. But yay, Cerny knows. He actually has some clothes and things. He's not an easy doll to do things for. Let's see, what was on my list? I sent out a couple of heads to a face-up artist. My Morpho head, well, here's the story, was that I was going to try to work on face-ups. I really, really want my Morpho head I want him to have a face-up. So I was like, oh, there's a closet like under the stairs, and I was like, I can put my mask on and everything and go under there, and I'll close the door, and I can do my spraying in here. I thought it was like, oh, I'm so smart. And I'm spraying the head, and kind of see, like, right in front of me is the hot water heater with a sign that says no flammable materials around there, because it's a natural gas. It basically has an open flame. Like, you can see the open flame right there, and I'm like, there'll be no more spraying in that closet. But so he got sent off to a face-up artist. Angsty Penguin is her Instagram. Her Etsy shop where you can purchase her face-up services is Red Iris Atler? I never say that French word right. But I love her face-ups. I love her like her skin texturing. It's just awesome, and eyebrows are really amazing. So I sent him to her with kind of pretty vague concepts. No. My half-closed eye Lorena head, I sent her to Fitzwig, is his shop name, for a face-up, and also like gave him free reign, like just make her pretty. You can do whatever you want, basically. So I'm okay with them letting somebody else take care of those face-ups. Let's see, what's on my list? I'm starting to lose my focus. Focus. So, bodies. I have some layaways that I'm hoping I will get paid off when my either over time or if I can pay them off early with my the sale of my Soul Doll Centaur body, the Ahiel Centaur body, and I do have a buyer who is interested, so we'll see how that goes, you know. But I might be able to bring these layaways home sooner. I have a Delph girl body. I don't know if she's type 1 or type 2. I'm not sure, but she's one of the older ones, and she's pretty yellowed and all of that, but it's a good price, and they're pretty bodies. They're single jointed, but they're stable. They can stand, they can sit. they're very beautiful. And I'm not sure if I will use that body for my human leash head or for I have a Mayu, a Delft Mayu on layaway. So I don't know who will get that body. We'll see. We'll see who matches it the best, and we'll see. But the other kind of little secret that I have, I do have a Dalshi body on layaway. It was a good deal, and for us on DOA, Den of Angels, and the seller was really nice, and you know, we kind of worked out a layaway deal. They were very, very, very nice, and so but it's a Rosen, but it's in fresh skin, and it's probably, I mean, more than likely it's going to be my Morpheo head's body. So I still have the idea that maybe the Lutz male body that I have on layaway that will be coming into, he might go on that. So we'll see. But if the Lutz body was something I was getting anyways, so I might potentially go to my Delft Yater head. So we'll see. But those are my secrets coming in. I think for my Larina, my Doll in Mind Larina head, I will probably plan on getting the Doll Leaves Kid Girl body. It looks almost exactly like the Doll Zone one, but it's like almost half the price. Very inexpensive. Olive. And then eventually I do want to, when my Seed Dolls wall head is going to be coming in from Haru Casting, maybe the next couple months or so, we'll see. I haven't heard any updates on that, but I do want to get her a tan Doll Chateau Kid Girl body, probably the one with the extra joints, because I really like that. But these are plans through the year. I was going to kind of finish off the end of the year BJD tag, like continued. So let's see. Let me pull up the questions. I'll be right back. Hi, Toby. Okay, I wanted to come over here and show, I wanted to show boots. So, Amergen, my doll, my fifth motif, Venitu, I was determined to get these shoes, these boots on him, and they are these really awesome R-Rabbit boots, and I did get them on, but I tore them. So, this one tore too. Yep. So, boot, shoe murdering dolls. And then Gehern, whose head is doing some, hair is doing some crazy stuff. He's wearing, I got these R-Rabbit boots on him. I really loosened them up and spent some time working on them. They were on Amergen for quite a while, which I think did help to stretch them out a little bit. And then I was able to get these without ripping them. I got them onto Gehern. And I really like them on him because they do fit pretty good, and there's not like a lot of extra toe, so it doesn't make him look like he's just wearing these strange oversized boots. So I really like these. These are R-Rabbit boots too, and I think that these are their 70 centimeter boots. And these boots, I don't think that these are 70 centimeter. I think that they were like SD 17, you know, maybe. So I think of those as a bit smaller, like, yeah. But anyways, so I got those on him. He's kind of in between with his fashion, and I need to pull him together. So that jacket pattern, I want to play around with that and start making more male clothes. It seems like that's what I sew the most of, is clothes for guys. I think it's easier to find clothes for girls. But okay, let's see. Okay, found some more things that I wanted to talk to you guys about, and I figured nobody minds an hour-long Dolly video, right? But so here is Kian. She is my doll Pam Arubi, and she was painted by Denali Wind, and I really, really love her. She is a cutie pie. I put this pink wig on her a long time ago on a whim, I think like last summer, and it has stayed because I think it looks so adorable on her. But anyways, I have been having some character ideas and things that basically some things I wanted to ramble about and talk about that had to do with her. So let's see, I'll set her over here. So one of the things that has kind of triggered a lot of things that thinking about her was this book that I got in. It was a trade that I did with her Etsy name is BJD Attic. Attic, like your attic that's above your house. So that's her Etsy store. D is Deanna. She's on Instagram. It's like she's changed it. It's like 4 dolls for now, and every time she gets a doll it changes. It was up to 6.5 and now I see it back down to 4. So I'm not sure what her current Instagram name is. It's funny. But so this book is amazing. Let me show you. I did it. It was a trade. I made her one of my doll hats and traded her, and she made this. It's available on her Etsy. It's called Secrets of the Alchemist. I think it's something like that. But she has several different books you can buy, and these are ones that you can open that have pages, and then she also has the ones that are like props that are just like sit on a shelf. And I have both. Her work is impeccable. But so you can see it opens up. It's bound. And it has these pages. It also has some blank pages so that you can write your own things in there. But it has talks about very like different mythological creatures, and it has spells. Here's a location spell, and this is very nice. I don't know if she researched all this or if this was an old book that she downloaded, you know, that's got what is that, open copyright, where something's old enough that you can use it. But here's a location spell. Light the white candle, place a few drops of blood on the map, focus and say Phasmatos Tribum Nos Ex Veris Sequita. It's French, or not French, Latin. But I mean, I've been reading some of the spells and they're fun. And let's see, and it's this wonderful paper mermaid spell. Yeah, so I love it. I've been reading the spells, and I really like it. But currently where this has gone to is it's gone to Kian, who is she's a Karen, and she's not a fae, but she is a magical creature, and she is currently the tutor for Neela and her younger sister Elowen. And this is the book that she's teaching from. So kind of things that I've had on my mind. So the first character or doll, when Sion was put together. So he basically, he got his head, and then I got a face up, and he was arriving in Eden Sphere. The story that I had, or the idea I had, was that it was Sion who found him and helped him and brought him to Eden Sphere. And they had, I think of it as kind of a platonic relationship, but they're very close friends. And they're very, very close friends. And it's cute that she's so little and just this little petite thing, and he's a giant, basically. But I've kind of been having the idea, so the original thing that's supposed to happen is that when my twigling tan Elbe finally arrives, is that she and Sion are the cat gods, and they're, you know, a couple. And I still might go with that, but I'm also starting to have the idea, what if she's an SD version of Sion? Because I've been thinking about that in other ways, that I would like, Sion would be a character that potentially I would like to have as an SD. She's cute like this, and you know what, I'm to the point where I'm like, if I have SD and smaller in MSD, she's OSD size. She's considered 1/6 scale, I guess. You know, she's about the size of a Blythe, not including her antlers. So that's something that's kind of I've been thinking about, because her and Sion have been very, very close friends since his arrival. Blabbering. So let's see. I was kind of gonna finish that BJD tag, end of the year BJD tag. Some of the questions, number 2, because I did number 1, which was like all of my dolls, but I was kind of half-assed it, because some of the questions I'm like, I don't know, but I did look up some of the numbers. Number 2, doll videos. How many doll videos did you make this year? And including this video, it's 109. I went and counted. So I did that. And then number 3, what was your first doll video of 2016? And I went and looked that up, and it was very appropriate. It was the video showing Neela came home. She came back from Face Up Artist. Lunar BJD did her, made her a wig, face up and body blushing. She was super cute. So my video was her coming home. So yeah, I think that was a nice beginning to 2016. And number 4 was, how many doll photos did you take? And that I don't have any idea. I don't want to go and count photos. Some are deleted, you know, so different cameras, I don't know. But I did look up, because there are those analytic apps for Instagram, how many posts I made to Instagram. In 2016, I made 965 posts, and that's including things that I've posted today at the time of this video. So that's quite a lot. It kind of surprised me that I had posted that much. So thank you for putting up with my spam. Number 5 was first photo of the year, and that actually I'm not sure. I didn't look that up. It might have been Neela coming home. I'm not sure. I didn't look that up. Number 6. What was the best thing that happened to you in the dolly hobby this year, 2016? And I'm kind of reiterating what I've kind of already said, was the connections with dolly friends, the generosity and the thoughtfulness of gifts that they have sent me have just really floored me. It's the thoughtfulness, you know, that people I got so many, you know, and I talked about earlier, I talked about the things that Grievous Girl and Koi sent me. I could never pronounce her name. She sent me the amazing Irish elk antlers, which I put in a box so that they wouldn't get broken getting shuffled around, because I haven't painted them yet. But there are these Irish elk antlers that I eventually want to do a modification so that Gahern can wear those. But she sent me those as a gift. So I've just my lovely friend Miss Mantis BJD, she has painted dolls for me. She painted this year. Last year she painted some too, but this year she painted my grab him. He's a cutie. He's a cutie. My Doll Zone Big Dipper. She painted him. And she painted Woden's Taurus head. Basically it's supposed to be an elk, but she painted his head. She has sent me things that she's sewn. I have a bunch of twiggling corsets now because of she's sending me multiple ones that she had made for her twiggling. So Tiffy BJD Crafts sent me an amazing gift out of the blue. So I should have written down more, because I don't want to, there's just been things, and then I will, sellers that send me extras, the just really nice things, and I'm just so grateful for that. Really, really grateful and happy. Number 7 is what's the worst thing that happened to you in the BJD hobby? And I made some videos talking about the problem I had with a PayPal and a buyer basically who did a bunch of chargebacks, and that was not pleasant to deal with. And a lot of people are still dealing with that. So that wasn't very cool. But in the grand scheme of things, you know, life has moved on, and my overall, it's positive. Like the BJD hobby, the people that I interact with, my dolls and the things that they allow me to do and express, and what a needed escape that is from other parts of life. So the positive far, far outweighs the negative, okay? So number 8 is the 3 favorite things that you've received. Oh, there's no way I could say the favorite things that the gifts that I've gotten, they're all my favorite. I think like maybe things that I procured or found, I would say I'm really, really happy to finally have found some boots for Cernunnos. That's been 1.5 years to find footwear for this guy. So that's pretty cool. But there's been a lot of gifts that people have given me, and I've been talking about those, that there's no way I could say favorite, because just so many wonderful things. Let's see, what was, number 9, of course, the New Year's resolutions, the dreaded New Year's resolutions. And I have no idea if I made resolutions or what they were last year, but for quite a few years now, my yearly resolution is not to do more, because I have problems with doing too much. My resolution every year has been do the things that you enjoy, and try to prioritize those things. So that's something that, because life is really short, and you don't try to make as much of it nice as possible. There's just a lot of things that we can't avoid, but you know, don't always assume, well, later I'll do it. Later I will enjoy those things, or you know, do it now. try to make those things happen and do them now, because who knows what comes later. You never know what's going to come later. So now is the only thing that we have. And I kind of mentioned this earlier, was that the kindness that I have received, not so much that I say, oh, I want to pay that back. I want to pay it forward. I want to do everything that I can. If there's an opportunity for me to do something kind for somebody and I'm able to, and it's within my powers, I want to try to always take advantage of those opportunities and do that. And because of what people have done for me, but yeah, if there's some way that you can be kind to somebody else and help them, then I'm gonna try to do those things. So yeah, I wrote here, enjoy the hobby without pressure. If it's not enjoyable, then don't do it. So that's why those heads went off, besides me burning down the house. But this video, I think, is an hour if we accomplish that. So I think that I will wrap it up here. Thanks for watching if you stuck around this long, and I wish you all a happy new year, and I hope 2017 will be wonderful, that you have good health, that you're happy, that you have a comfortable place to sleep, and that you have food, and that you have things that make you happy. So, all right, love you guys. Happy New Year. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.